Climbing back upon Mount Soapbox for another rant. And honestly, I did not expect to have to make a rant about this particular topic. Because overall, I have honestly enjoyed the San Andreas Mercenaries update. But I do like to listen to other people's feedback, whether I agree with it or not. And for my live stream in the live chat section, Riley's live stream, also in her live chat, to other content creators and voices within the GTA community, as well as my own Discord and some people within my community, such as Red the 8-Bit Dinosaur, Kari, Cayenne, and their discussion. I think that this is most definitely rant-worthy. Vehicle removal in GTA Online. So let's backtrack to where all this began. It was a few days ago when Rockstar began promoting the GTA San Andreas Mercenaries update that they mentioned this in their improvements. And I did a video about their improvements, their plans, which included this, quote unquote, lesser used vehicles will be removed from the in-game website to streamline the browsing experience. These vehicles will be made available via event showrooms, Lucky Will, and other places. A few days later, they announced an addition to GTA Plus, the Vinewood Car Club, which would be exclusive to GTA Plus members, featuring unique new vehicles as well as older vehicles at discounts, sometimes a free gift vehicle for just simply paying $6 a month. How generous, Rockstar. So you see how this is starting to connect. Then launch day, San Andreas Mercenaries, an update that I actually have for the most part enjoyed. But one big giant dark cloud has loomed over this update. The removal of nearly 200 vehicles off the websites. Now, we all know now why Rockstar did this. It all makes sense. GTA is mostly centered around vehicles, well, and crime, but, GTA, Grand Theft Auto. So cars are kind of a big thing in the Grand Theft Auto universe, and over the nearly 10 years now in GTA Online. A lot of people have their prized collection of cars, and it's muscle cars, sports cars, supercars, etc. People love cars in GTA. So 2 reasons why Rockstar did this. FOMO, fear of missing out. Now, this is something they've been doing a lot more lately with new vehicles from the Drug Wars update that are time-limited vehicles that they will rotate in and out through various event weeks. This is basically where it started. The other reason why they did this is pretty apparent. GTA Plus, in order to try to increase subscription memberships to GTA Plus. In fact, a week or so ago, they actually lowered the price, like for 1 month only, to $1. I think that's pretty much tells you how badly GTA Plus had most likely been doing behind the scenes. The point where they were trying to entice more people to subscribe to GTA Plus with just $1 for the first month. Of course, then it goes back up to $6 a month, especially if you forget to discontinue the auto pay, which most subscription services have in online gaming. So it's to increase membership numbers, increase those sales of $6 a head, as well as FOMO, fear of missing out. This had nothing to do with quote-unquote streamlining the browsing experience of the websites. If that was the case, Rockstar would have simply put forth effort to revamp and retool those websites. Now, they have tinkered with the websites over the years, but why not add some additional tab options to make it easier for people to browse and find the specific vehicle that they want? Like, I don't know, a class option. If they're looking for muscle cars or sports cars or supercars or sedans or SUVs or the brand, like we have fictional brands in the game that are quite popular. Why not just add additional options for people to filter through these websites to make it easier to find the vehicle that they are looking for? Instead, Rockstar decided, no, we're simply just going to gut the website of nearly 200 vehicles and occasionally bring some back, whether it's in the like the various showrooms like Simeon's dealership are the that 2-car dealership in Rockford Hills are now with the Vinewood Club, once again exclusive to GTA Plus members. Yeah, they'll let everybody go inside and look at the cars, but in order to actually purchase the cars and take advantage of those deals, you have to, of course, get the GTA Plus scam for $6 a month to have access to the Vinewood Car Club. What really grinds my gears is the point of an update is to add new content to a game and to also do quality of life improvements. Now, there was some new stuff added to San Andreas Mercenaries. There was also quality of life stuff that a lot of us were asking for, and we're happy to see it. But you don't put in an update and remove content, Rockstar, which is precisely what they've done by making it to where nearly 200 vehicles on their websites can no longer be purchased. Something else they could actually do with the cars is have their own, like, quote-unquote item shop, similar to Fortnite, where they just have them automatically rotating every day in order to get people excited every day for what vehicles are going to be rotated in and out of the GTA item shop. That does seem pretty popular in Fortnite, and it wouldn't surprise me if Rockstar actually planned on doing the same thing with some of these vehicles and their own version of an item shop for GTA Online. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see what their ultimate plans are. My issue here is the same that most people have. Yeah, a lot of the veteran players, including myself, had ample time to purchase these vehicles off the websites that are no longer there. What about new players, or perhaps even players that were grinding for a specific car, vehicle off one of these websites in the hopes of eventually, like, getting enough money earned in the game in order to buy one of these cars? Because they're quite expensive. Some are like in the $100,000 range, but a lot of them are at least $1 million plus, like $1 million, $2 million, some up in $3 million of dollars. And, you know, there's players out there that it takes a while for them to make that kind of money in GTA Online. Let's just say there was a few out there, especially since we always have new players coming into this game, which is nearly a decade old, that saw a car they liked and hoped to eventually add it to their garage. And now there are vehicles that they're not able to do so for now. Hopefully, eventually, they will be rotated back in the game via the events, via the different dealerships like Simeon's, the one in Rockford Hills. But unfortunately, worst case scenario when it comes to some of these vehicles is you'll only find them at the Vinewood Car Club, locked behind the GTA Plus paywall. $6 a month. That's what you have to pay in real life money to get it. Now, I know that doesn't seem like much, but you multiply that to how many people end up getting it each month based off of this situation, and it's pretty apparent what Rockstar and Take-Two are doing. They're trying to increase the subscription fee, well, the amount of subscriptions for GTA Plus. They're trying to raise that number in order to make more money off of us than ever before, because they're not content with the millions and millions of copies of GTA 5 and online sold from the PS3, Xbox 360 era, PS4, Xbox One, PC, now current gen with PS5 and Xbox Series, nor all the shark card sales. Now they're desperately trying to get as many people locked into GTA Plus subscription as possible. And over the past few months, it's been a rather disappointing GTA Plus. And that's probably a big reason why the numbers have gone down, most likely. Why else would they give you like a 1 month opportunity to jump in for like $1? Sounds desperate to me. So what is the solution to get more people buying GTA Plus for $6 a month or subscribing to it? Well, it's to strip vehicles off the websites and repurpose them, retool them, either FOMO some of the others to where they'll occasionally come into the game, limited time, via events, or the others, the more popular ones, you put them over there at the Vinewood Car Club, which is exactly why they built that thing, just in order to increase GTA Plus, while sacrificing content that already existed in GTA Online. Fortunately, this community is strong, it's resilient, and there are ways around this issue. For one thing, I'm sure there's going to be players out there that are going to be like, hey, are you wanting this specific car that is no longer available? Well, I happen to have this car. Let's go to the Los Santos Car Club right there. You know, Los Santos, yeah, right there. I'm flying over it. And hey, you can buy my car because that's totally legitimate to do in the game now. So there is a workaround that players do have. Hopefully more people will take advantage of that. Hopefully. But Rockstar, this is sad. It really is. Haven't you and Take-Two made enough money off of GTA 5 and online already, coming up on 10 years? Did you really need to rip out nearly 200 vehicles off your websites? Couldn't you have just reworked the websites or created like an additional website and maybe took some vehicles and pulled them over to a website that would work better? I don't know what the solution is, but it wasn't taking away nearly 200 cars or vehicles from these websites. And the FOMO tactic as well as GTA Plus. But it really doesn't surprise me. Rockstar has a habit of doing something good with one hand and then doing something bad with the other. And unfortunately, that's no exception with the San Andreas Mercenaries update, which is a shame. A big punch in the gut to an otherwise decent summer update. I have really enjoyed this update so far. I like the new vehicles for the most part. I like the new aircraft, like the Raiju. I like the Streamline. I like what they've done with the Avenger. I like the new missions. I also like the new career path, which I'm going to make another video about, a career path guide. However, it's just a big punch in the face, a black eye on an otherwise decent summer update. And bad news travels faster than good news. People always tend to focus on the negative, especially if the negative is a pretty big deal, like 200 cars Thanos snapped away from the websites. Yeah, a lot of people in the GTA community are upset about this, rightfully so. And I would like to encourage Rockstar, if anyone's listening, to reverse course on this decision. And I would at least restore, let's just restore like 150 of those vehicles. I doubt they're going to do it. They claim to listen to us, but at the end of the day, the problem is I think there's so many casual players in GTA Online that are none the wiser about what has happened. They're just happy to have some new content. They're happy to have a new fighter jet. And me too, by the way. But ignorance is bliss to a lot of the players within our community. And they're none the wiser about the fact that on those websites, there's a few less vehicles than there was the day before. And in a lot of people's eyes, unfortunately, Rockstar can do no wrong. But this is typical of Rockstar when it comes to GTA Online. One step forward and at least 2 or 3 steps backwards. And I actually thought that this time around it would be mostly positive. But, yeah, it's very difficult to ignore the fact that 200 vehicles are no longer available for players to purchase and left to either being put out via FOMO or locked behind the GTA Plus scam. In my opinion, a greedy as well as a very bad decision by Rockstar and Take-Two.